Squire! Fetch my vorpal helmet!
Sir, I don't think that word means what you think it means.
All right, here we are back. Vorpal helmet. Okay, so just to recap, in previous episodes, using GURPS, Dungeon Fantasy Role-Playing Game, we approached this abandoned Moathouse and fought a bunch of bandits behind there. Now we're doing the same thing using the D&D 5e 2024 rules. So let's do that. First things first, the way that the box text, or not the box text, excuse me, but the adventure text reads is that the brigands leave the door unbarred and hide in the clutter of wrecked furniture. They attack with surprise using a volley of ranged weapon attacks unless the party wins a perception versus stealth contest. Okay, so here's the first problem. They don't have stealth. I don't know why. That's a weird thing. Why wouldn't bandits have stealth? I'm going to say they have stealth +4. Okay, so fine. That's an 8. We're just having that. So we'll say that they rolled a 12 on their stealth. That's not great. I mean, their passive perception is probably higher than that, but let's just roll some perception checks while we're here. Frank has got, well, Frank didn't notice. Thulnar? Let's see. Thulnar doesn't notice. Wow. Foxfire? Uh-oh. Are they going to be surprised? These are some incredibly bad rolls. How about Carlotta? No, she hears them. And we'll just roll for posterity. Yeah, I think it's only going to be Carlotta. Maybe Yesunge's got pretty good. No, so Carlotta hears them. I think everybody else would have failed, right? Let me see. They would have rolled a 12. Yeah, the only one that heard them was Carlotta. Okay, so Carlotta hears them and says to Frank, "Hold up. Can you hear them? There are a bunch behind this door." Whatever. Something like that. She says something. She alerts him. So this way when he bursts in, he knows that he's going to be heading into trouble. So we're going to burst open the door. And I'm going to allow him to open the door and move one step here because that's part of opening the door. Okay, and so what does he see? A lot of trouble. In fact, let's roll for initiative. Start a combat. Open up that combat tracker. Roll everyone's initiative. Now, if you recall... someone rolled a 20. Don't know. Okay. That was a loud noise. We may have to change that. Frank rolled a 20. Okay, great. All right, so neither Frank nor Raj are going to use their alertness feat, which would allow them to switch with anybody else sooner in the order. In fact, Raj definitely doesn't want to do that because he wants to go after Frank. Okay, great. So Frank is going to run up and attack the first guy that he sees. So let's begin the combat. Yeah, right. All right, so Frank comes up here, faces this gentleman. He's a bandit. He's not a gentleman. Attacks with his longsword. Is there a way to just do that with... Oh, my. Critical hit. That's a good way to start. Okay. Damage. Oh, wait. How about if I roll from... Damage. Critical hit damage. Ah, but wait. He has Savage Attacker. So I believe that allows him to roll the weapon's damage dice twice and use either roll. Yeah. So he's either going to use an 11... or he's going to use a 12. 12 is better than 11. Okay. So we're going to apply the damage. And he knocks that guy right out. Despite Frank having... Well, in D&D, Frank doesn't explicitly have bloodlust or bad temper. But we're going to assume that... whatever. He's not... trying to knock people out or not. Some people may do that, like Carlotta. Who knows? Whatever. Anyway, Frank runs in, does what he does. Yesunge. Yesunge is going to target this guy with the crossbow. He doesn't like that at all. And he's going to shoot him. Well, first he's going to mark him with his hunter's mark. Okay, great. So now this guy is marked. Is there a way to denote that? I don't think there is. We're going to mark him with that little thing right there. That means that he's got the hunter's mark on him. Okay, great. So Yesunge is going to shoot, finally. Hang on, these arrows are all wrong. Hang on. Okay, Yesunge is going to shoot him. Let's see what happens. That looks like it's going to hit. 19 is definitely going to hit. Let's do his damage. And then also... Ooh, that's a lot of damage. And then also his bonus mark damage. And that's a 2. So 9 and 2. Is that going to be enough to mess this guy up? Yeah, it is. Okay, so Yesunge plunks this guy. So, getting off to a good start. Brigand 6. It's going to attack Frank. Oops. So, Brigand 6 targets Frank, shoots him, or tries to shoot him with his light crossbow. That's not going to work. Move on to the next guy. That guy is... you know what? Let's... He doesn't have a death save mechanic, I don't believe, on his sheet. But we're going to roll a d20 for him just to see. Alright, so he makes 1 death save. He's not bleeding out. You know what? Because, who knows, that guy, maybe he'll, maybe something will happen to that guy. Okay, Raj, 1, 2, 3, oops, 4. That's not where he wants to go at all. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3. He's going to stand right there. He's going to use a ready action. If anybody comes in this hex, he's going to stab them. All right. Yeah. Foxfire. 1, 2, 3. Well, she's going to go 2 here. She sees this guy, targets him. He's going to use Firebolt. Ooh, that's a cool mechanic. Oh, she missed, though. All right, and then step to the side here, I guess. No, she steps to the side and sees those guys and says, nope. And comes right back. That guy, he's just a mook. We're not going to roll a death saving throw for him. He's unconscious. Or bleeding, who knows, whatever. Brigand with the cloak. Alright, this is the big bad. 1, 2, 3. He's going to attack Frank. Is he? Yeah, okay. So, he has a multi-attack, 2 scimitars, not a pistol. We don't have pistols. Alright. Oh, I gotta do it on my screen. Let's see. The first one is a miss. Second one is going to be a hit. 21, yep. So he hits Frank and does 7 damage. All right, this guy hits pretty hard. Okay, so Frank takes a hit. He's bloodied. And that's the Brigand's turn. All right. This guy is guarding the... Well, not guarding. He's watching the rear to make sure no one's coming from the rear. And then he'll get into the fight after that. This guy is going to run up and try to attack Frank, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. But guess what? Raj on the spot is going to attack this guy. Why am I doing that? Because he's within 5 of Frank, he has advantage. So advantage with his short sword. 11 is 16 is going to hit. And he'll do a sneak attack damage too. So first we'll do the damage here with a short sword, normal, and sneak attack. Not great. Could have been better. However, Raj gets a second attack with his dagger. Also at advantage, because the short sword has the Vex property. If you hit a creature and deal damage, you have advantage on your next attack roll. So he does. And he rolls. Not going to get sneak attack twice, though. Alright, so he hits him, and the Nick property... that's not relevant here. Okay, whatever. Alright, so he's going to do his damage. Come on, we need a big damage roll. 6, maybe? Okay, he puts that guy down. Nice. Impressive, Raj. So this guy never gets his attack off. Brigand 5. Got a clear shot at Raj. Let's shoot him. Heavy crossbow. He misses. What? Okay. Huh. Alright, give me a second. That's the thing. Okay, got it. This guy is up. He's going to throw his javelin at... He's going to throw his javelin at Frank. Misses. Okay. Carlotta is up. She's going to charge in there. 1, 2... 3, 4, 5. All right. She's going to activate. To activate, this is a bonus action. I guess you have to activate it before you hit. Is that how that works? I guess so. 2d8 radiant or 1d6. Let's do Searing Smite. Maybe that happens after you hit. I don't know, but let's target the guy first and try to hit him. She misses. I'm going to assume that means that Searing Smite doesn't go off. I don't really remember how that works. Let's look. Is there more of a description than this? As you hit the target, I guess you have to hit the target first. Okay. So she misses. Thulnar. Thulnar's going to go 1, 2. Frank is hurt, but not too badly wounded. Resistance is not going to help. Guidance is a nice cantrip. Yeah, he's going to give guidance to Frank. He's going to go run up to him and touch him. He's going to target Frank. Okay, can he target him? Yeah. And he's going to give him guidance. All right, so Frank gets 1d4. Brigand 7 is going to move up and... Whoops. Good grief. Okay, Brigand 7 is going to move up and attack Frank. From a distance. Because he's got the reach. And why wouldn't he? That's going to be a miss. All right. And that is the first turn. Let's do another turn. See if we can speed this thing up. Okay, Frank targets the bandit leader. And he's going to... What's his hit point? He's going to use a second wind. Bonus action. That's pretty lame. Does he want to use inspiration? Let's see. I don't know. He's going to use inspiration because you know what? That's a terrible result. All right. Whatever. Let's do it again. I don't know if there's a way to do that without showing. Well, let's just roll 1d10 again. Oh, it's +1. Okay, so 5. So Frank's going to heal 5. All right, he used his inspiration. And then he's going to attack this guy. He's going to have guidance on that. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so let's do it. What? Oh, that's cool. It does that. Nice. Neat. All right, so he hits. Damage. Normal. 6, 9. Okay. Apply it to the brigand with the cloak. He takes a shot. That's that. All right. Great. Okay. Yesunge will move up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Weirdly, it doesn't, to move through an ally's square or hex or anything doesn't cost anything. It's kind of strange to me, but it's the way it works. And he's going to, so now he's going to move his hunter's mark onto this guy. So, where is that? Okay. And he's going to shoot him. Maybe not. Now he misses. Okay. This brigand will shoot who? Oh God, I keep doing that. Wrong screen. Carlotta. Shoot. Enter. No, he misses. That guy is out. Now let's make it. Death save for him. Oh, 2 saves. Okay. Raj. Raj is going to move over. Oh gosh. What's happening? He's already targeting that guy. All right. Short sword. Advantage. 16 hits. So he's going to do his damage. And he's going to do his sneak attack damage. Ooh, wow. Lots of damage, Raj. Good work. Yeah, he hit that guy pretty hard. Okay, and then he's going to do his dagger. Also has advantage on this roll. That's going to hit too. Raj is a DPS machine right now. Okay, that's Raj's turn. Foxfire is going to target that guy. And this time really try to hit him. Unlike last time. Firebolt. Wow. That's terrible. Okay. That guy we can just go through. Brigand with the cloak. Is going to... Oh, who is he going to attack? He's beset on all sides. Frank is tough, but you know, Raj just hurt him badly. So he's going to multi-attack Raj. Which is probably bad for Raj, because Raj doesn't have great armor. Oh, wow. Well, you saw it, folks. He did not do well. This guy's going to now join the fight. He sees that things are not going well. He's going to try to help out. Attacking Frank with his glaive. He misses. Alright. That guy is down. This guy is going to shoot Carlotta with his heavy crossbow. Misses. This guy's going to switch. He's not going to pull out another javelin. He's going to switch to melee. Where is that? Oh, I know how to do that. I mean, you don't have to do this, but I like to do it. If we can find it. Yeah. Alright, and he's going to come up here and he's going to target Carlotta. I'll give him advantage because he's technically attacking her from the back. I don't think that's a thing in D&D 5e, but it's going to be that. It's going to be my house rule. All right, so he hits her. There's got to be some penalty for having your back turned to an enemy. I think advantage is fine. All right. So he injures her. Okay, next. Well, she's up now. She'll turn her facing a little bit here, but she's definitely going to target this guy. Oops. Definitely going to target this guy. And she's going to do the Searing Smite if she hits. So let's roll. Wow. That's pretty great. It's a Searing Smite. So let's do that damage. So 5 damage. And what does it say? It at the start of each turn until the spell ends, takes 1d6 fire damage and then makes a Constitution saving throw. Alright. So anyway, she did that. But we also have... So let's apply that. But also the critical hit damage. Right. Damage. Critical hit. Pretty good one. Oh, wait. But she has Savage Attacker. I mean, I don't know if that's going to be much better, but let's just do it anyway. Nah, 14 or 14. I'll take the 14. Oh, she knocks that guy out. Wow. Okay. Thulnar moves up. What will Thulnar do? Is he going to melee, or is he going to do something else? Huh. No, he's not going to do a first level spell to attack. He's either going to do Sacred Flame or he's going to do Guidance. What the hell? Let's do Sacred Flame. Against this guy. So this guy has to make a saving throw. Which he fails to do. So he's going to take damage. Weak damage. All right, Brigand 1 takes some damage. Brigand 7. Well, next turn I think he's going to flee, but this turn at least he's going to try to get a shot in at Frank and then move him away. I mean, why not? He's at range, right? Oh my gosh. No, he misses. And then he'll step back. 1, 2, 3. And he starts to run away. All right, that's the first 2 rounds going really well for our guys. Let's see what happens on the next couple rounds in the next episode of Vorpal Helmet.
Thanks for watching Vorpal Helmet.